For that generous introduction, and we're inspired by your work at your center. I'm Radhika Shah, and I'm thrilled to invite you all here and welcome you on behalf of Stanford Angels and Entrepreneurs, 1,100 plus members of the Stanford community, along with my colleague Alan Shaw. And for a second, just raise a hand, co-president along with me at Stanford Angels and Entrepreneurs. We are a tech innovation community of students, alumni, faculty, all come together to advance tech innovation, entrepreneurship, investment within the Stanford family, in a sense. But more recently, we're very excited that we're looking at what could be the role of tech in solving some of our biggest challenges in society. And we're very, very thrilled to be a co-sponsor of this event today. I want to take a second to acknowledge a lot of the amazing people in this room who made this event happen. A lot of work has gone in. And all the volunteers, Vajia, Eloise, Stephanie, Franny, staff, students, faculty, everyone who's been part of this. Stand up for a second. This won't have happened without you guys. And that's Rakesh Anand Rajaraman. Stand very He's a big supporter of Mr. Satyarthi, and he's the reason this event is happening, not me, David. We're having dinner, and he said, we've got to bring this inspiring speaker, and this is the reason it's happening, so thank you, Anand. And also, big donor to the university, thanks. And with that, I also want to mention that I wear another hat. I'm an advisor to the Sustainable Development Goals Philanthropy platform, and I collaborate deeply with the global community. I'm very excited about this global unifying framework of the Sustainable Development Goals for collaborating, recognizing, solving the biggest challenges in society across the world. In September 2015, most world leaders came together along with the UN at UN headquarters in New York and ratified one of the most ambitious set of goals ever, the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And these goals bring together social, economic, and environmental goals. And they have the spirit, the key spirit is of leaving nobody behind. It is a spirit of South-South collaboration. It's not just about the West going and helping others. It's all about the dignity and agency of each and every nation, of each and every human being. And also as someone who grew up in the backdrop of the Sabarmati Gandhi Ashram, I have been deeply inspired by Gandhian philosophy, and to me these goals truly embody the Gandhian philosophy of respecting and fighting for the dignity of each and every one of us. And the goals have an ambitious agenda in the next 13 years of eliminating global poverty, hunger, providing quality health, education, energy for all, tackling inequality in all its forms, bringing social justice, tackling climate change, and more. And the reason I mention the goals is a speaker today, a very, very inspiring speaker, is actually a trailblazer in achieving this SDGs and making the world achieve the SDGs and bringing the systems change needed to achieve the SDGs. I'm thrilled to welcome Mr. Kailash Satyarthi, children's rights activist, whose work has been an inspiration to so many of us for so many years. He's a trailblazer, as I mentioned, in many things, but especially in the spirit of the goals of leaving no one behind, tackling inequality in all its forms and shapes, and above all, bringing social justice to society. He received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2014, along with Malala Yousafzai for his game-changing work around children's rights and dignity of children, and preventing child labor. Mr. Satyarthi has been a champion of the vulnerable since childhood, bravely fighting for their rights in the true Gandhian spirit. His last name is a testimonial to this. It means seeker of truth. Those of you follow Gandhian thought probably know that truth is the holy grail in Gandhian thought. It's above everything else. And at a very early age in life, he stood up against the caste system in India, which holds back millions. So he has a long history of standing up for the dignity of all, and to the degree of challenging his own family, changing his last name. It's just an inspiring life story. He's the founder of the Kailash Satyarthi Children's Foundation and Bachpan Bachao Andolan, which translates to Save Childhood Movement, which has liberated more than 86,000 children in India from child labor, slavery, and trafficking. He led the global march against child labor across 103 countries. It's an amazing story. He is also a very prolific author. Let's give Mr. Satyarthi a very warm welcome to Stanford. Ways to focus on child and children's rights. and the social movement and your belief in youth. This reminds me of Mr. Satyarthi. I forgot to mention, is an Ashoka fellow. I have an Ashoka connection. I'm started the former Silicon Valley chapter for Ashoka, and Ashoka's, we're talking about our common friend mentor Bill Drayton, and Ashoka's vision of everyone a change maker. I'm reminded of that, your comments that every young person is going to be the change maker that will transform the world. My last question, and then we want to get to the audience, is you mentioned technology, Mr. Satyarthi. What is your, we are in the, here at Stanford, we cannot not talk about technology. So my last question is, do you see a role for technology in the social movement around children's rights and for young people to leverage as a tool? And second, what can a university like Stanford, the young people here, what could be their role in joining this movement?
Definitely. So technology has definitely connected this whole world, and the knowledge is at our fingers. We are connected with everything in the world. So that connection has to be used to make this world more compassionate, world more responsible to each other. So the use of social media in a positive manner could be one simplest thing. Then little bit deeper things that trafficking in the world is the single largest organized crime and the biggest illicit money earner. It's $150 billion industry. This is $150 billion annual profit making industry, and that is all unethical and illegal. So that fuels further crimes and further things. So technology should go far ahead to track and trace the traffickers and these syndicates and the criminal gangs. They are very fast in doing so. They are using technology for their own purpose, but how technology can ensure that these people are caught. Of course, that has to be done with Interpol and other agencies, the police and so on. So there are certain routes. There are certain, and they are known. What are the source areas of human trafficking? What are the destination areas? What are the transit areas? So that is non-fact. Nowadays, for example, the victims of conflicts and the victims of natural disasters are most vulnerable for human trafficking, and their children are being trafficked and sold and enslaved. So technology can help in that. Technology can also help on another issue related to missing children. We are trying to do it in India. Unfortunately, India still have a serious problem of missing children. According to government's own statistics, a child goes missing every 8 minutes. And that missing child does not disappear in thin air. The child is trafficked, the child is sold for maybe organ transplantation, organ sale, maybe slavery, trafficking, maybe child prostitution and so on. So we are working with the government, and we brought this issue to the court that we have the list of missing children, which is available in public domain with the government website. We do have information about it. But on the other hand, there is no system of facial recognition. So very simple technology of facial recognition of all children who are missing for last 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, but technology can try to match the photos that how they are looking now. And if they are living in some shelter home, or if they are working on the streets, or if they are confined to a workplace, then the photo could be matched, and that can help, that can work through the technology. The simple things like camera surveillance on those routes, like railway stations, every railway station, every bus stop, every rail, every bus, that is not very expensive, but that can help in tracing the route of traffickers, where the traffickers bring 2 or 20 children sometimes through the trains, but that could easily be caught. So things like that are possible through technology, I guess. But now we live in the age of artificial intelligence that can become more aggressive artificial intelligence because it is evolving like that, which I read. Because I myself am an electrical engineer. Those days the computer engineers were not born in India because computer was not there. So otherwise I could have become the IT professional or electronic engineer, computer engineer. But those days electrical engineering was supposed to be the best 40 years ago. So that I did. So I have that bent of mind that how it is growing, but I always advocate for compassionate intelligence. So how our inner compassion should not be lost in artificial intelligence. So I call for compassionate intelligence. We can do our businesses, we can do our politics, we can do even our religious work through compassionate intelligence that is much more rational and that is much more human, that will connect people one to other. So that intelligence is needed. I'm just not just talking about being compassionate, but being compassionate intelligent. So that is a little bit different from your question, but I wanted to link these two things. Yeah.
Thank you. That